And I'm live. Yes, you read that correctly. The deadbeat Attorney General of Texas has decided not to resign. This is not a joke. I have been carefully, obviously, watching Ken Paxton very, very closely. I'm still in Austin, Texas, the capital of all things crooked in Texas, particularly in the family court. I went to a rally for those of you who have been watching me the last few days. Carrying around my Paxton for prison sign, and people there they knew who he was, but they had no idea he'd been arrested before, much less the new allegations. But then when I got home back to the hotel, I got noticed that about 7 and now 8 of his top aides have all resigned. And I've been posting on Facebook, and I did I got to do I got to speak for 3 minutes on this Judiciary Oversight Committee. Good God. Sorry, they're doing some kind of construction out there. Anyway, I only got to speak for 3 minutes, but I was able to give my plug for the hashtag Paxton for Prison. The news just came out about 2 or 3 hours ago. The headline was Paxton is expected to resign within the week. A bunch of the Republican Party in Texas are all throwing him under the bus, and rightfully so. Governor Abbott being one of them. Some senator named Roy. And I've been even watching Paxton's social media every single Sunday morning between 7 and 8 a.m. He's got some kind of Jesus quote where it's all sunshines and daisies, and at the bottom it's got Ken Paxton, Attorney General, plastered at the bottom. And all of a sudden, for 3 days, absolutely nothing. But being who I am, following this douchebag the way I do, I just got a notification from Ken Paxton on his Facebook. And I'm going to get my old man glasses out here and read exactly his statement from the Texas Attorney General. My statement regarding recent allegations from Office of the Attorney General employees. Let's turn this sucker this way. The Texas Attorney General's office was referred a case from Travis County regarding allegations of crimes relating to the FBI, other government agencies, and individuals. My obligation as Attorney General is to conduct an investigation upon such referral. Because employees of my office impeded the investigation, and because I knew Nate Paul, he's a real estate tycoon here in Austin, I ultimately decided to hire an outside independent prosecutor to make his own independent determination. Here's the kicker line. Despite the effort by rogue employees and their false allegations, I will continue to seek justice in Texas and will not be resigning. Attorney General Ken the Deadbeat Paxton. So me, along with all the media hype people, we got it wrong. Most people were about 99% sure. Everybody that I talked to personally that called me or texted me said, yeah, when even Abbott is saying, I'm going to wait to look at all the evidence, they said he's done, he's toast. And so then the comments or the headlines were coming, that he was expected to resign, and not, let's see, this is what, 12 minutes ago? 14 minutes ago, Ken Paxton's own Facebook page, I follow it's about 126,000 people that follow it, just announced that the deadbeat douchebag Attorney General Ken Paxton is not going to resign. He's going to put up a fight, which only makes this deal that much more sweet. I cannot wait. I've been fighting this so long. It would have been cool. No, I'm not kidding. I'm not going to lie. I would have enjoyed gloating as early as possible. Ding dong, the witch is dead. laughing and humiliating Ken Paxton more than he's already finally getting humiliated if he were to go ahead and resign. But that just tells me this guy, he's not stupid. I'll give Ken Paxton, he's not stupid. I think he's made politically some bad choices. Usually when stuff like this happens, guys like him under these circumstances will go ahead and resign, and that just simply means they've weighed the options: resign, get some kind of leeway on my penalty, or fight it with the risk of I might win and nothing will happen to me and I'm just going to come back 10 times stronger, or fight it and I lose and I go to prison for a very long time. And as long as I've been railing against this douchebag, at least 3 years, there's all kinds of evidence that he is not just crooked in what he's done to me and my family. To me, that's everything. The guy's like damn near ruined everything about my life. But in the grand scheme of things, of all the people he's screwed over, this is just a drop in the bucket. However, people like me, there's not a lot of us, but a few of us have been railing against this guy for a very, very long time. And if he's not given up, and I haven't given up in this stage of the game, there's no way in hell. That guy's got resources that's, way, way bigger than mine. But there's no way in hell I've gone this far. I'm not giving up. I'm going to keep pushing the fact that Ken Paxton's office stole my bank account. I'm going to keep pushing the fact that his own campaign manager, Michelle Smith, personally called me on my personal number, and again, without putting exact words in her mouth, because I don't have her exact words right in front of me, basically saying, Caleb, what are you doing? You're making my job a living hell. We're trying to win election here, and you're out there preaching Paxton for prison and blah, blah, blah. What can we do to make this go away? So, I'd never done anything like this at the time. I was still scared to death. I'd just gotten blamed. I didn't know what was going to happen. So I thought, okay, I obviously got somebody's attention in the higher ups. Maybe they'll make it go away. So I pulled off my campaign. I was going to, if y'all remember correctly, for those of you around 3 years ago, I had the Push Paxton Out, the hashtag Push Paxton Out campaign. I was literally planning to go do like 1,000 push-ups on the south lawn there of the state capitol here in Austin. And Michelle Smith pulled some strings. So I thought, to get the racking up of my old debt to at least cease, I thought it was going to be more than that, but it wasn't. But, I talked about this on my last live. I do, I guess, in a weird way, appreciate that I got through to somebody, but just the way she said it, I'll just make a few phone calls. I can make it all go away. I was like, really? It's just that easy? You can just pick up the phone and make it? And she did. She made, most of it go away. So I thought. But another thing, and I meant to mention this in my last live, what about all the tens of thousands, possibly hundreds of thousands of Texans whom this douchebag has screwed over, who don't have a platform with 360 or 370,000 subscribers on it? What about them? They're just as upset too. I'm fortunate. I'm really, really fortunate. I got really, really lucky to have this kind of an audience. A lot of people don't even have that. Okay, so she did me a favor. What about everybody else? So as much as I have to say it'd be so much fun to just be able to gloat sometime this week and throw my party of Paxton resigning, I have to admit it's going to be just that much more exciting that this idiot is going to actually try to he's going to try to fight it. I guess he honestly thinks he's got enough friends, enough places he can pull this one off. And, I've been ragging a little bit on his senator wife, Angela Paxton, not knowing a whole lot about her, but I posted a link on my Facebook, and come to find out, it's looking like Angela's kind of in bed with Ken Paxton. Not just literally, but literally. So it looks like there could possibly be two Paxtons going to prison. That could possibly mean either they've really got a true love and will stick together and work it out, or it's going to mean that they're both going to get served divorce papers in prison, and people like me and tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of other Texans just aren't going to give two shits. You know, like Hayden's favorite movie was always Ghost Rider. And there's this famous scene from Ghost Rider. And he's about to look the guys in the eyes, and the guy says, "Mercy, mercy." And Ghost Rider just looks him square in the eye. "Sorry, all out of mercy." Ken Paxton, Angela Paxton, particularly your douchebag husband, I am all out of mercy. I will not be satisfied. I wasn't going to be satisfied with merely him resigning and then just moving along to a cush life. I still wasn't going to shut up. He's going to jail, or I'm not shutting up. I won't shut up, no matter what. So anyway, how you doing? How y'all doing? I'm still in Austin. I'm going to be here at least a couple of more days. I've got some things that I've got to take care of. Let's see, Bounty Hunter, you are a hero to many. People look up to you, Mr. Caleb. Well, thank you. Man, all right. Apparently, I got my whomping goals here because I see a bunch of people putting time out for asking inappropriate questions. I can only assume. It's really great that you are continuing to fight for your rights as a dad. You rock, from Bonnie Johnson. Thank you, Bonnie. That guy did not hurt her arm in the window. Okay, yeah, I'm not talking about that. I got use in. No idea what you're talking about, dude. Hey, if y'all are going to type, take your time. I'll try to get to everybody if possible. Take your time. Use your grammar. Use your spelling. I get it. Everybody makes a few typos here, but sometimes the way y'all use the word "you" and you leave out the word "are" and "is," and the grammar is just atrocious these days. Rest in peace, English language. Cody Burkhalter, you give fathers like myself hope. I'm glad to hear that. Just don't give up. Morgan Orsay, hello, Caleb. RR, God bless you all. Okay, well, let's scroll down the bottom here. Well, it's kind of a tough crowd today. Hi, Caleb, and hi, Noel from Sassy Queen Baby. Hey, love your videos from Fake Phase Chris 223. Well, thank you very much. I wasn't going to stay on here long, but this is breaking. Oh, what do we got here? What do we got now? Oh, people are just liking the stuff that I posted here. Yep, lots of people are like, holy crap, he's not resigning after all. He's going to fight it. So, well, again, I'm not going to back off, not one single bit. I'm all out of mercy. It was kind of fun. I wish I'd have gotten a little more time in 3 minutes. Of course, everybody probably wished they got more than 3 minutes to talk this morning on the, what was it called? The State Commission on Judicial Conduct. I did give a plug for Judge Sarah Kate Billingsley. I told them all that I think that every sitting family court judge in Texas should have to watch, I don't know, a week of her court hearings that she has on her Zoom. They could learn a lot. So anyway, that's all I've got, kids. I wished I had more to talk about. I wish I had more to bring to the table. Like I said, I've got some business to take care of a couple more days here in Austin, at least a couple more days, depending on how that business goes. Might be here a little bit longer. So, hey, any of y'all in Austin? If I'm going to be here a few days, these cheap hotel rooms get boring, and I'd like to. Dude, Tyler, Jesus Christ, really? That is why I've got moderators. to answer ridiculous questions like that, because it's just not happening. Anyway, if you're in Austin, holler at me. Let's go find a place where they don't require you to wear a ball gag face mask. And it's weird. So many places here won't even take cash. If you don't have a card, they're like, oh, no, you can't. We're not taking your money. But then you go to these taco trucks and they got like these $2 tacos. You can get like 4 or 5 of them for $10, and they're just massive. I've gained so much weight. I've really got to start working out again once I get back. I'm way behind on my workout, but I did have to recover from the operating the sailboats, because again, that was a workout. So anyway, so I'm confused on what's happening. Ken Paxton is under a lot of fire right now on a national scale, finally. And he just made an announcement that he's going to fight it. He is not resigning, which only means that people like me are going to just keep doing what we're doing. And that is spreading the good message of what a douchebag the deadbeat Attorney General Ken Paxton is. Jerry Andreas, wish I was. Think you're an awesome dad. Thank you very much. Can we get a Paxton for prison chain down here? Paxton for prison chain. I'm not sure. Maybe that's some lingo I'm not familiar with. Sorry. Straight to the chain. Oh, yeah. Straight to the chain gang. What's up, Caleb? You are a hero from Rob Sauce. Thank you very much. Noah Barron. Yes, sir. London could not pronounce her R's. And I would ask her a question. She'd say, yeah. And I'd say, little girl. You say, yes, sir. She'd perk up, yes, sir. And then when she turned about 1.5 or 2 years old, she figured out that I was like setting her up so I could show off to my friends or whatever how cute she was. And she said, yes, sir. And then one day, just out of the blue, she fixed it, said, yes, sir. My babies are all grown. Adam O'Reilly, are you sailing back home? I wish, but there's not enough water between here and Conroe. Big Al, awesome videos, man. Genuinely touched by your story. Thank you, Big Al. What do you think happens after death? I don't know. It's a good question. I like talking about it. I'm not going to bore everybody talking about it here, I don't guess, but I'd like to think that there's an afterlife. I have no proof one way or the other. You know, somebody wrote something down, a bunch of different books. People call that proof, but that's not science. That's just not how science works. But I don't know. Maybe there's streets of gold up in heaven. I'd like to think if there is, I've earned a ticket there, but I don't know. It's a good question. What do y'all think? You go to the gulag. Yep, that's probably where I'm going to see all of y'all, a bunch of y'all. See y'all in the gulags. Lack of advice. Really amazing story. I've watched the video of Parker. Much love from Houston. Hey, that's not far from where I live. Lack of advice. Or Conroe. You should make a sailing vlog series, Adam O'Reilly. Yes, just as soon as I am able to acquire my boat and buy one. Oh, one thing I need to add real quick. I misspoke the other day, which I do quite frequently. And when I remember, I'd like to correct myself. The other day, I said something like my boat, and I don't have a boat. I don't own a boat. When I was talking about it, I think I was actually on. There's the video I did where I was on a boat. It was on the boat that I sailed out in the Galveston Bay. But just to clear that up, I do not own a boat. Don Keener, I'm glad this guy going to go through his lawsuit shit now. If we could ever get him, if we can ever actually get it to happen, keep in mind, y'all, the current charges or accusations from his top 8 advice of his own people, this is all in addition to the things that he was charged and arrested for 5 years ago. So this is all new stuff. They are stacking up like crazy. Let's see. I don't think should be put in jail offensive. I don't think it should be put in jail. offensive. I'm not sure what you mean there. You're a great dad. My husband wishes he had better treatment when he, hang on, slow down, and his wife deserve divorce. No, when he and his wife divorced, she got the kids, then proceeded to turn the kids against him. Okay, I'm not sure. I don't know the context there. I'm glad this guy's going to go through this lawsuit shit show now. Yep, me too. I like your ouchie. My ouchie, don't know what that is. Or my cut. I like your cut, G. Is that what you're trying to say? What, my cut up shirt? You don't like my wore out? I get criticized a lot for looking like a slob in my lies, but I really don't care. I've had this shirt for, I don't know, 10, 12 years at least. Nothing wrong with it. Just wash it and it wears out a little bit. And kind of like my gray hair and my raspy voice, it just shows character. It's a meme. Okay, well, I didn't know. Aloha from Hawaii, from Darren Kalula. Kalula. Maybe one of these days I'll sail to Hawaii. That would be fun. Melinda Cavness. She bribed you. That is one of the allegations against him. Interesting. Michelle Smith. Bribe. Was it bribed? She bribed me? I don't know. I don't know how that would work. Either way, I certainly hope the investigators who investigate all this actually bring me up, because I literally have nothing to hide. Adam, I'm glad you asked that. What are you going to call your boat when you buy one? Honestly, this sounds like I'm sucking up and kissing ass, but I don't really care what anyone thinks. They want to criticize me. I think I'm going to call the judge, or Judge Billingsley. You know, boats are all females anyway, so why not? Because if it wasn't for Judge Billingsley, my family tree would have taken a humongous 180 turn from what it did. So I've got massive respect for Judge Billingsley. I want to see Parker, your son. Tani, sorry. I've talked about that till I'm blue in the face. Not answering that. If Parker wants to go live and talk about his stuff anytime he wants to, including on my channel, he's free to do that, or any of my kids are, but that's just not happening right now. I've already talked about that. In fact, that's not a satisfactory enough answer. Check out my video I made about 2 months ago called How's Parker? How are the kids? And I answer everything you might want to know about how my children are. Okay, I stopped by to say hi, but I got treatment now. Congrats on getting shit done, from Dawn Keener. Okay, Dawn, go take care of your stuff. Yes. Just like they put the dads in jail, take their driver's license when they're behind on child support, women need to get jailed for turning kids against their dad. Yeah, I would say people need to be jailed for turning their children against the other parent. But I see what you're talking about. And there's a reason I don't call myself a father's rights activist any longer. I did it one time, but I'm a good parent activist, because there are good parents on both genders, that'll probably get me in trouble too, that get screwed over by the family courts. I'm not putting blinders on to not acknowledge that fathers get screwed more often in the family courts. I'm not saying that doesn't, because that's actually true. But just because fathers get screwed over more now doesn't mean I want to screw over fathers a little less and screw more and get us equally screwed. That's not the point. If mothers are screwed only this much, let's get everybody not getting screwed by the family court. Let's stop the family court screwing. That's entirely the point. Bounty hunter seems to be protected under our Constitution. Family courts don't usually give a crap about your family, about the Constitution. They should, but they don't. You know, unfortunately, so many parents, all they have to do is say, he did something like bad, or she's awful, and the judge, depending on how convincing that person is, might just say, you know what, without any evidence whatsoever, fine, restraining order granted. And they restrict the access of otherwise perfectly good parents without any evidence whatsoever, which is completely unconstitutional. Yes, I agree with you. You're right. Oh, that's from Carol. Yeah. Yeah, sorry, Miss Mary. I'd asked the question previous stream. Understandable. Have a great day. Okay, I'm not sure what you're talking about there. The mods are hardcore. Aren't you a freedom fighter, my friend? Yeah, they are hardcore. And yes, I consider myself a freedom fighter. They've also are doing what I asked them to do. And if you ask inappropriate questions about my kids or my kids' family or me, or I'm just not I'm stupid enough to fall for your tricks if you're trolling. And B, if you wouldn't ask somebody really inappropriate questions to their face, don't ask them here. Have some couth. Actually, I learned recently the word couth is not an actual word, but the word uncouth is. Being uncouth is basically means really, really rude, not having any manners. Oh, Enrique Harker, how you doing? I'm doing great. How you doing? Paxton is stupid for not resigning. Tammy, yep, for his part. I'm actually, like I said, I think it's kind of freaking hilarious that he's going to actually fight it, to think he's got a chance. I've been talking about for years. The guy doesn't have a lot of friends left. He thinks he's going to come out on top. Personally, what I think is going to happen, he's assuming that he's kissed Donald Trump's rosy orange ass long enough that the Trump Meister is going to bail him out. And the way I see it, again, I'm not getting into too big of, certainly not presidential politics here, but I'm pretty sure Governor Greg Abbott, again, I've got my opinions of Greg Abbott, but that's not what this is about. I think Greg Abbott is going to save his own career and put his finger and monitor the proverbial wind, and it's going to consist of looking old Ken Paxton and just going and throwing him under the proverbial bus, so far into the jail that they're going to have to pump the man some sunlight. That's what I think is going to happen. Let's see, what's going on? Just got in. 2KZ Sloth. Paxton is putting up a fight. He got knocked down, and you remember that old Tyson, Mike Tyson's punch out? When I think, what was the character's name? You fought all these other characters, but the character, you're the character of, what's his name, Nate? Or anyway, you got to sit there and you punch the B button really, really fast, and he gets up. Paxton just got the shit knocked out of him end of last week and now beginning this week, and he just barely got up. He's now got, metaphorically speaking, 2 black eyes, and he's not giving up. And what few supporters he had left, he honestly thinks that he's going to just basically do what Paxton's always done and just blame everybody else. All 8 of these top senior officials in his own cabinet, they're all wrong. Now, of course, people like me, we're all wrong. Paxton for president. Who's that Caleb Leverett guy? That peon. All these little peons like Caleb and thousands of other Texans, they're nothing. He honestly thinks he's got enough friends in enough places he's actually going to get through, and I just don't see it happening. I'll be genuinely not just shocked, but I'll be even more motivated to go on for as long as it takes to get this guy not only unelected, but put in prison. And if there's any kind of lawsuits out there, a class action lawsuit, you can bet your sweet ass I'm going to be right in the middle of that shit. I've been doing this for at least, just the Paxton for prison part for 3 years. Fighting the family court for 13 years. I mean, my kids are grown now. I don't have anything else left to lose anyways. What's he going to do? Take my kids away? Make me pay child support? Put me in jail again? Okay, like that'll shut me up. Hey, Jonas, how you doing? M8 mate. Oh yeah, there's one of my Australian buddies, I think, or is he Kiwi? Getting late here in Australia. Yep, and I got to head out soon. All right, well, you hold the fort down in Australia. Jason Pena, you're a troll, according to Cody Burkhalter. Yeah, so quick summary of who is Paxton. I've got 20, 25 videos regarding Paxton. If you don't know who he is by now, then you're either really brand new or you're brand new. And you can just go watch him. He's the deadbeat Attorney General of Texas. James Estrada. Hi there, Caleb. You're the man. The dadvocate. The dadvocate. I've been called a lot of things. I've never been called the dadvocate. Bonnie Johnson. Paxton will get his payback. He will be in so deep that he wouldn't be able to crawl out even if he tried. He's pretty much cooked his goose. Yep, that's it. So it's almost like he even completely acknowledges how screwed he is, and he just wants to go out in a blaze of glory. I've been comparing Ken Paxton to Rod Blagojevich for at least a year, maybe 2 or 3. I don't know how long, for a long time. If you don't know who Rod Blagojevich was or is, he's still alive. He was once the governor of the state of Illinois back in 11? And there was a state Senate seat that suddenly became available in his state, and he thought it was worth some money. And the reason it became available suddenly is because the guy who used to be the senator from Illinois, y'all might remember him, his name was Barack Obama. And Barack Obama became the president of the United States of America. And Rod Blagojevich tried to sell that Senate seat, and he got caught, and he got arrested, and he was out on bail. He was doing all of these big TV shows. He was doing anything to come across as just a regular guy, just a great guy, just kissing babies and kissing asses, and nobody could put me in prison. Well, he got like a 12 or 14-year sentence until this year, I believe. I want to say it was January or February of 2020. Donald Trump actually commuted his sentence, and he got released from prison early. Which, now that I think about it, maybe that is what was the initiation of the COVID-19 panic crap. Wouldn't that be funny? Yeah, South Park got it all wrong. Randy Marsh did not screw about and cause all this stuff. Any of y'all South Park people that watch that, you know what I'm talking about. Family court equals mother's rights. Can be. Not always, though. And the reason I say that, I'm in the position and have been for a very long time. I know a lot of good mothers who have been screwed over royally in the family court. So, kind of like a YouTube dad, Obama, worst ever. Okay, I probably shouldn't even brought that up because I'm not getting into presidential politics. I remember that stupidity. Tammy, yeah, I knew you would. Yo, why did I get timed out? Not sure. Bounty Hunter, I'm a watcher of The Simpsons myself. I love The Simpsons. There's this video that's been out for a couple of years. But guys are sitting around talking on this radio show, but they're recording. And they're like, Matt Groening, the gig's up, dude. Matt Groening is a time traveler. We know, Matt Groening, you've predicted so many things that actually came true. It's time to come clean. So, yeah, I love The Simpsons. But what's weird about The Simpsons, they've been around actually longer than South Park. South Park is currently in their 24th year, and The Simpsons, they've been doing it for at least 30 years. I remember when The Simpsons first came out, I think I was in the 7th or 8th grade, and it came out right about the time Beverly Hills 90210 came out. If that tells you how long it's been. Luke Perry, that's where he got his start. That poor guy, he's a great guy. He's actually dead. He died like in the middle of filming. What's it called? Somebody help me out here. Luke Perry, Riverdale. He died during the filming of, I think this is last season or season before for Riverdale. So if that tells you how long The Simpsons have been around. Even Germany knows you, Caleb. You rule from Torcida Fabijan. Cool. One of these days, I'm going to get my passport back, and I'm going come see my German friends and my Norwegian friends and my English friends and my Icelandic friends and my Australian friends and my South African friends and everywhere else in between that I've talked to people from literally all over the world, particularly in Scotland. I'm going to go see Marita Brown. How you doing, Marita? It's 2:43 here. It means it's 8:43 your time. So it's not quite your bedtime, even though I know you don't abide by that. Oh, the Simpsons been out for eternity, man. Yeah, they're still good. Hey, speaking of, Nancy Cartwright is the chick that does the voice of Bart Simpson. I've got kind of a bone to pick with her. She followed me on Instagram. And I was like, really? Nancy Cartwright followed me? So I went back and looked the other day and she unfollowed me. It hurt my feelings. I liked Nancy Cartwright and she quit following me. Just kidding. I know she really did follow me and then unfollow me, but. Hello, sir. Seems like your vids have been blowing up lately from Pepe D's Nuts. Yep, they have. I think my guess is because of the stupid coronavirus crap, I think that people have just got sick of everything on Netflix and they've just turned to YouTube, and all of my old videos are starting like going viral again. And I've said this before. I suspect that unfortunately very little has changed in the family court, and every single year there's a whole crop of new 14-year-olds that are put through the same bullshit that my own children and I were put through. And so that's the only thing I can guess. You are famous, man, from Bounty Hunter. Internet famous, I guess. Sort of, kind of. Trump has the virus. I saw that. How are you doing? Is life good? Yeah, it's really good. Life's, I hate to say it, but for 2020, for me personally, the beginning kind of sucked because I did get evicted, but then all of a sudden my channel blew up, and my buddy Dwayne over at Dad Surviving Divorce called me up and suggested that coached me how to do all this live stuff, and all of a sudden it just breathed new life into my channel, and now I'm actually able to pay my bills and save at least a tiny bit of money. It's really nice. Well, Miss Mary Taylor Bond, I'm not giving the info, so is that important? Stop asking. Okay, y'all listen to Miss Mary. She's literally a personal friend of mine. So I watched an Icelandic movie not so long ago, and it was so funny. It was all done in the native language. I have read it. It was really good. Okay. I know some Icelandic people have tuned in for. I had a dude like donate a super chat in Icelandic, and I thought, oh my God, this dude just gave away a month's salaries, like 2,500, whatever their currency is. I forget what they call it. And come to find out, there's like 1,000-to-1 ratio in the wrong direction. Came out to be like $20, but I was like, cool. Maybe this Icelandic billionaire just made me a millionaire. It's fun to me. Tammy's texting me. And sympathize about the family court. Grandfather's death. I'll get back with you in a minute, Tammy. Too bad you didn't get Judge Judy when you were going through the family court. I've been told that a lot. I love Judge Judy. She is not pro-mother. She's not pro-father. She's pro-mom and dad, and y'all get along, figure it out. And if you start crossing that line, Judge Judy, bless her heart, in her perfect way, she's got such a way with words. Yeah, that'd have been nice. James, I was born in 1983. See, I thought he was arrested. Okay, to clear things up with Paxton, yes, in 2015, after being found guilty by a grand jury on 3 different counts of fraud, he was arrested and immediately let go out of the Collin County Jail 5 years ago. Unless something has changed since I started this live 39 minutes and 50 seconds ago, Ken Paxton has not been arrested for a second time for the current charges. Maybe that'll change. Maybe he gets arrested today anyways. I don't know. It's going to take some really, really, really powerful people to get that done. Uh, like I've said in the past, I'm 100% sure that at least some feds watch my channel. And again, this is your cue. Wink, wink. Feds, if you're watching this, duo Notorious Data, a big solid, and about hundreds of thousands of other Texans, a big solid, and go arrest this douchebag. And let's get him behind bars, and he can wait in line behind bars like everybody else, and then get his, he could wait for over the weekend, spend the weekend in jail, and then bond out for a cool million, and if he can afford it, or he can just sit in jail like so many people have to do until his court date comes up. That would be really nice. I wonder if he will speak on the allegations. That's a good question. I don't know. Once he posted this about 50 something minutes ago that he was not going to bow out, I did not see that coming. I thought he was smart enough to have weighed the scales. It'd been a lot better for him when he was found guilty of all these different, because it's not just one or two minor things he's been accused of. These are some serious, serious allegations that are being brought about by at least 8 of his top people within his own, not cabinet, but within his own, what do you call it? His subordinates. Really, really powerful people. Some could make the argument, well, there's no way that all 7 or 8 of these people just suddenly grew a conscience and became aware of all this. He's probably been doing it so long, they're probably going along with it. And that may be true. I'm going to be very careful on the criticism there, because sometimes good people witness bad things, and it's better if they sometimes it's better if they shut up for now and just basically give them enough rope to hang themselves. Sure, it'd have been ideal if when Paxton first started doing all of this, if they would have blown the whistle back then. But sometimes for instance, in this case, I can see where these people underneath Paxton, they probably have known about this stuff for quite a while, but it's kind of like, if I go squealing now, I'm going to be the only one, and nobody's going to believe me. So I'm going to hush for now. That's why a lot of rape victims wait. They don't report it because they've seen what happens to other people who do report it. You're accusing him of rape? I know him. I know his character. He would never do that. You must be an awful person. I mean, you can imagine being a victim of rape and nobody believing you that piece of shit raped you. So I'm kind of going to take that stance with the Paxton people, who have more than likely have known about this for his dastardly deeds for a very long time. And I'm not going to be too quick to be critical of him for waiting until now. This is the ultimate October surprise of my lifetime. So, at least they're coming forward now. They're like, it's one thing to do a rolling stop at a stop sign, but it's another thing to do a hit and run and kill somebody and then leave the scene. It's not like they're doing a hit and run and leaving. Yeah, nobody has perfect hands, especially if you're that high up in government. But I think we ought to be, or me anyways, I am particularly grateful that these 8 people in his upper echelons have finally decided, screw you, Ken, we're not putting up with this shit anymore. You have crossed the line. You've screwed over far too many people. And I'm, for one, I'm really, really, really glad that they've come forward. And again, this might be the most perfect timing ever. This is right before a presidential election, and Ken Paxton has been kissing the orange ass for as long as I've been following the guy. And Trump, he's Again, I'm not getting into too much of that. He's weird, to say the very least. That's about where I'm going to leave it. Nobody ever knows what the guy's going to do. And I think, as much as I don't particularly care for the man, he's not stupid either. And he's not even going to put his neck out for the douchebag Attorney General Ken Paxton. He is a weird chap. Yep, Caleb, I spammed Paxton for prison on Paxton's Instagram post. Thanks. Find his, but for whatever reason, maybe he can't block me on Facebook. I'm not sure how that works, but I've been tagging that douchebag for years, and he still unblocked me. Oh, the God 85, you're about to get permanently banned. He is a weird chap. See, look, boom, just that quick. Do I know my Whomping Willows or do I not know my Whomping Willows? Where else are we? Hello, FN, Chad. Chadbury? Chadbury? That's an H. Chadbury. Hello. Well, kids, 46 minutes into this. I guess I've given my 2 cents on this. Paxton's going to fight it. So here we go. Time to crack the old knuckles and get ready for another round. As apparently Paxton, being a little bitch that he is, he just hadn't had enough punishment. And now it's not just Caleb Leverett and a few other peons like me just screaming from, way up in the nosebleed section. He's got his own people turning on him now. He's got other Republicans turning on him now. And this is nice. This is real nice. I'm not going for a second take credit for all of what's happened coming to a head, because it's by far way, way bigger than my channel. However, I'm not so naive to think that I had nothing to do with it. And I'm proud of my work. I remember my very first video that I made calling him the deadbeat Attorney General. And if any of y'all are watching this now, you want to go look at it. It's called I'm a Deadbeat Dad. And that was made just right after Ken Paxton's office seized my bank account. And that's one thing I got to bring up in my 3 minutes with the committee this morning, or the meeting this morning with I don't remember those judges' names, the oversight committee, is, Merry almost homeless Christmas for us. So go check that out if you get a chance. I'll go through my field truck and show you what a deadbeat dad looks like. Oh, Tanner Ray, I hope you reach 1 million subscribers. Me too. Yeah, I guess I'm at 370, so I'm a little over a third of the way there. And once you get to 1 million subscribers, I am going to get my my gold play button. I got my silver play button finally. I did make a unpackaging video about that. See, these people in politics are so corrupt. Well, that is the understatement of the day. They sure are. Vanessa Brown, I'm new. Who is Ken Paxton? He's the deadbeat Attorney General of Texas about to go to prison. Miss Mary, I am the Troll Patrol. Yep. Watch out for Miss Mary. She's got the looks like a little crescent wrench next to her name. You start posting stupid shit and she will go Whomping Willow on your ass. And for those of you that don't know what I mean when I say Whomping Willow, that only means you're not a Harry Potter fan. For the Harry Potter fans, you know exactly what the Whomping Willows do. They Hulk smash plant style. Tammy Tony, she does a great job. Yep, she sure does. Tammy, I got your message. I'll text you here in a bit. Kitty Troll 5, what's up, Caleb? Same old. I'm still in Austin. Shout out Miss Mary. Okay. All right, kids. Well, I guess again, I keep saying that, but I've talked about just about everything I want to get off my mind. So stick with me. If you're tired of my Paxton posting, I don't blame you if you have to mute me for a while. I totally get it, but just know that once this douchebag is finally found guilty, then I'm going to be all over it like stink on shit. So y'all take care. Hashtag Paxton for prison. Spread the good word. That sack of shit has decided not to resign, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be a really nice fight. Miss Mary, thank you so much. Becca's not here today. I guess she's busy. But Becca, for those of you who don't know, she's also one of my esteemed Whomping Willows, Tanner Ray, Paxton for prison. Thank you, Miss Mary. Y'all take care. Thanks so much. Bye.